You've mentioned, of course, the Synthesis Project, which was so huge and, of course, such a kind of ambitious thing and reworking all this stuff and very, very successful. I'm just wondering, now that you come onto the first new material, like you say, in a few years, what were the lessons you took away from that and playing with the, grander instrumentation and reworking songs? What were the lessons from there that have fed into working on new material again?
One thing that really inspired me about that whole project was that tightrope feeling of knowing that things might totally not work and fall apart at any given moment on a live show. Because that was our first time like performing a show with a live orchestra, which was incredible and scary. Every night was a different group of musicians. It wasn't like we were on tour with the same group. So one of the things that was really brave about it was just trusting these people to do a live performance when, we get a sound check, but with the exception of maybe 4 songs, we hadn't played any of those songs with that particular group. We were just doing it live in front of the audience for the first time. And that is something that I would have been super uncomfortable with to the point of not doing it 10 years ago. I don't want to call myself a control freak, but I like to practice. I like to really know what's going to happen before it happens, and it helps me not be nervous. But I had to break that with Synthesis, and it felt so good to be so alive and real in that moment in front of an audience, and I loved it, and I think it boosted all of us as far as confidence because we did it. There was never a moment where it was such an utter failure that we felt like we were doing something wrong, and I guess if you can take that and spin it into a whole new thing, it's cool just having that feeling and chasing that feeling. I like vulnerable moments. I like the moment where my voice did something that I can't control, that I couldn't do again. So when we're comping a take, I'm kind of inclined to choose the parts that's like, wow, I don't know how that happened, but let's use it. That's weird.